So hi, my name is Nick. I'm from Weird Giraffe Games, and I'm going to show you Logic and Lore, which is coming out to, it was on Kickstarter earlier in 2024, but coming out to retail in a few months. Not too sure when. But Logic and Lore is a two-player duel of Logic, where each player has their own set of cards, 1 through 9. And the trick is, at the beginning of the game, we shuffle up the cards and randomly deal them out in a line in front of us. Each player will have their own set, so we'll say this player will also do that. And throughout the game, the point is to try to put those back into order, 1 through 9. Before your opponent does. The trick is you can't actually look at your own cards. So you need to find out some information about your cards by asking your opponent some questions. Now we have a beginner game where there's only 3 different questions to ask here, such as, are these aligned? Are they in the right spot? And if they are, you could flip them over. Are they in sequence? Or do these add up to 10? And then which is the greatest, to just point at which one ever is bigger. So I would ask some questions. I would pick 2 cards and I would go, okay, are these in line? Are they the actual cards? I'm gonna look at them just for the demo, but so in this case, this one would be. So I would reveal it and I put the other one back, and then I would clear the questions that I have accumulated. Because if I got to the end and I didn't have a yes question, the next round I would get another question to ask until I find something where it's aligned. Now we can take turns going back and forth asking questions of our cards, but as you reveal your cards, you know how close your opponent is to winning, but you don't know how close you are to actually winning. So at some point, you've got to decide, hey, I've got it aligned, and I'm gonna, instead of asking questions, I'm gonna reveal all my cards. And if they're in order, I win. If they're not, I lose. And so that's Logic and Lore. Just at some point, you gotta figure out, am I closer to winning than you are? Are you gonna actually win next turn? So I should probably reveal my cards, even though I maybe have a 50-50 shot of being right. And it takes about 10 to 30 minutes, depending on how lucky you are at arranging the cards and asking the right questions. We have the base mode where it's just 1 through 9, and there's a whole bunch of different expanded modes that come in the game where maybe one of the cards is a black hole and actually the answer is no to any question that you ask, or there's a comet that goes through and covers up some of the questions that you have access to during the game, and that changes. So there's a whole bunch of different modes to play this game. That's Logic and Lore.